Miss Alicia, how you doing? Happy 4th of July. Even though you know I'm celebrating 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. Y'all cook, we eat good today. I'm trying to wait till straight up 8 before I jump up. Check out this live feed while I do more. Finna eat good. Know y'all been partying like rock stars and eating good. Good part about it, I ain't heard no gunshots. So we good. Put on this more. Well, it's about that time. It's about that time. It's about that time. Welcome to another episode of the P-Ave Perspective. If you don't know already, I'm your host, Mr. O'Neal, and I want to thank everybody who tuning in live and who gonna watch this later. I want to thank you for taking the time to tune in and rock with me. Now, I had already, announced through the flyer and everything that I was gonna touch on accountability, and really in thinking about the state that we are in as a people, and then thinking about the state of mind that I was in the battle that I had to travel through the week. While I was working on the piece, I thought about, like, I've been going in like a sequence. And just to give you an idea, I'm gonna give you a recap. In episode 1, we talked about my reason for doing the show, the goals for the show, and the meaning behind the name of the show. In episode 2, we talked about a group thing, 5 things that we should be doing as a group to improve our chances of a better life now and a better life in the future. No future, because we gotta think about that now. Like, we getting older, so we really have to start, if we haven't already, we have to start thinking about our future seriously. And with episode 3, I focus more on individuals. You know what I'm saying? We talk about self-respect. We talk about morals and values, and how that impacted our life, or the lack of it impacted our life. So before we jump into the topic for the day, accountability, I wanted to touch on another topic that I felt like I should have done before, accountability, and that is purpose. Purpose. Like, I really like talking about this stuff because we don't talk about it enough, and we don't put it into play enough. I don't see it in people's actions. I don't see it in the way people live their lives. So that's why I really want to talk about it, to touch on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, really remind people, you know what I'm saying? Define it, you know what I'm saying? Give you some ideas of what you should be doing in order to improve yourself in those areas. But like I said, all of that is based on accountability. But before we jump into accountability, I want to talk about purpose. Purpose is defined as the reason why you do something. the reason why you create something, the reason why something exists. You know what I'm saying? And like for a lot of us, finding purpose in life, it can be hard, nearly impossible nowadays with all these distractions and all this other stuff going on in the world. It's nearly impossible to even think about purpose. But your purpose is like the guiding light. It's the light that guides you into where you're going in life, into what you're supposed to be doing in life. It's like really understanding why we are here. You know what I'm saying? Like what drives us and how can we make a difference? That's what purpose gets into. Now, I want to ask a serious question, you know what I'm saying? A couple of questions to start this little, you know what I'm saying, conversation out. And I want y'all to really, you know what I'm saying, like answer the questions for me, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that's watching, you know what I'm saying, give me some answers to the questions. But also, really think about this, you know what I'm saying? Because we get so caught up in everyday life till we fail to think about this and we lose track and lose focus. But let me ask this question right here. What are you here for? What are you here for? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is our purpose for being here? What is our purpose for being here? Let me ask another question, you know what I'm saying? Think about that. For the people that believe in God, that's, you know what I'm saying, and I don't, you know what I'm saying, I don't apologize. I'm just quit apologize for bringing up God. But I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, I do that because I don't want to come off as I'm holier than, you know what I'm saying, the next person, or I'm better than the next person, or, you know, I'm more in tune with God than the next person. But God is the foundation of my life now. So that's why I bring it up, because he's in everything I do now. You know what I'm saying? And so I won't apologize for that. But let me ask you a serious question. The Bible says that God, you know what I'm saying, formed man out of the dust of the earth, or however it went. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a quoter. But why did God do that? Why did God, you know what I'm saying, decide to form us and give us these bodies that can accomplish amazing feats? Why did God do that? Why did God give us a brain with unlimited potential, capable of solving any math problem, capable of coming up with world-changing ideas, world-changing inventions? Why did God give us that mind? And on top of that, last most important question. The Bible says God blew the breath of life into us. His spirit, God's spirit, was blown into that body, into that mind. And he gave us life. Imagine that. Like, seriously think about that. Why did he do all that? Why did he do all that and put us here? So we could just live? Think about it. Like, nowadays, I looked at it. It's just basic. For most of us, we spend our entire life doing three basic things. You know what I'm saying? Or three patterns. We work because without working, it's not possible, because we have to have money to live. But we work for money. We take that money, we stretch that money, you know what I'm saying, and do what we can, you know what I'm saying, with that money, so we can simply live, so we can have a place to stay, food, and be comfortable. We use whatever little we have left to have fun or save or whatever, you know what I'm saying, we do with it, you know what I'm saying. And the third of that life is the rest. So a third of your life, you know what I'm saying, working. A third of your life living and having fun, and a third of your life resting. Is that what God put us for? Like, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Matter of fact, I know so. I know so, but I'm asking because some people might feel like God gave them all that and gave them life so they can work, party, You know what I'm saying? Have fun, sleep it off, and repeat until they die. That's what, you know what I'm saying, God. That's what some people, you know, or I can't say they believe that, but that's how a lot of people live their life. That's how a lot of people live their life. When I first, you know what I'm saying, made the decision to change my life, like, I was tired of prison. I was tired of, you know, being on the run. I was tired of the gangster life, the street life, all of that. All of that. So I sat down and I made a plan. I planned, you know what I'm saying, like, okay, I'm about to change my life. This is what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? And when I made that decision to change my life, to me, it was like a no-brainer. Like, I'm tired of all that. Like, I gave the streets so many years of my life, it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? I didn't accomplish what I was trying to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get rich and you know, retire. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, that's not how it happened in the street. So luckily, I was able to see that before. You know what I'm saying? I threw my whole life away. And I, you know what I'm saying, decided, made a conscious decision. I'm getting out of the streets, man. I'm through with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to live, you know what I'm saying, the good life. I'm going to, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and do it right. So I made the choice to you know, made the plan and followed through with the plan. I got married. I changed my surroundings. I cut off all my, you know, ties to the past and people that's in the street life and people that's, you know what I'm saying, with the negativity. I cut all of it off and I focused on my family. You know what I'm saying? I got married. I'm like, okay, it's about my wife. It's about my family. You know what I'm saying? I enrolled in college. Like, okay, I'm going to better, you know what I'm saying, my career opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to better my potential. Really, because I'm a convicted felon, I didn't want to go through the process of having to worry about getting no job and, you know, begging nobody for no job. So I decided to go back to college to create my own avenue for creating my own money. You know what I'm saying? But I did all of that, you know what I'm saying? And like, I got everything in order. I'm cooling, you know what I'm saying? Life is good. Life is great, you know what I'm saying? Everything is going super smooth. I'm enjoying my new life. I'm enjoying my new family. You know what I'm saying? I'm thriving in school. Everything is going good. Then bam, I end up back in prison. Back in prison. You know what I'm saying? For something like that I really had no control over. Yes, I was involved, but like, I really had no control over it. And think about it. To just give you a little basis of what was going on, I was attacked through my wife. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, boom. So now I'm sitting in prison and I'm wondering, like, what the hell is going on? Like, I'm mad. I'm mad at everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm angry. I'm questioning everything, you know what I'm saying? And I'm questioning God, like, God, come on now, I did it right. I tried to do the right thing. I'm not doing anything wrong. Like, I'm happy, you know what I'm saying? I'm married, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing what's best for me and my family. I'm doing, you know what I'm saying, my wife, you know what I'm saying? And everything good. Like, what I'm doing wrong? What I'm doing wrong? Like, I did everything I was supposed to do. And it's like, as soon as I said that, I did everything I was supposed to do. It hit me. It hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, that's the problem. You did everything you wanted to do. Think about that. You did everything you wanted to do. That's not how it works. We as people, we always talk about, you know what I'm saying, like me, being a street guy, I'm always talking about people going against the grain, or people trying to make up rules to the game, or people trying to change rules to a game that's been around forever. I'm always on people like that, you know what I'm saying, like stick to the rules, stick to the script. When you try to change the rules, that's when stuff go wrong. But that's exactly how most of us live our life. I figured that out. In going through it, I figured out that's how most of us live our life. We try to change the rules to the game. And I realized by me making a plan to do what I wanted to do, you know what I'm saying, like with us, you know what I'm saying, y'all know, you know what I'm saying, like we want to do what we want to do, we want to do what we feel like we should do, you know what I'm saying, we want to do, you know what I'm saying, what we think we should do. Hell, a lot of us even do what people on social media, perfect strangers, tell us we should do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like like that's the mind frame we was in. That's the mind frame I was in. I was doing exactly what I wanted to do, and wondering why it's not working out. Why it's not, you know what I'm saying, going like I planned it. And it hit me like, bro, God didn't have nothing to do with that. God had nothing to do with that. That was on you. That's what you decided to do. That's what you planned. That's what you put in play. And like when you do what you want to do in life, that's usually how it turns out. It's usually some problems. Usually a lot of problems involved because you're not right. You're not right. Think about it. Like we just said, he blew that spirit in. You know what I'm saying? He blew that spirit in. That is a godly spirit. So think about it. Number one, if you're not in tune with that spirit, you lose it. That is within you. If you're not in tune with the spirit, we always talk about, you know what I'm saying, intuition. You know what I'm saying? Like our intuition is broke because our intuition has been, you know, hampered by all the negativity that, you know what I'm saying, we, you know what I'm saying, seen over the life that we've been through, the miseducation, you know what I'm saying, and all that, you know, like we're like use computers with a lot of misinformation. You know what I'm saying? Our computing ain't computing. So that intuition is off. But what I see is that, like I said, we do what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? We never, you know what I'm saying, really focus. And everybody talk about, you know what I'm saying, God and this is the third, and you know, this is the third, and like, but one of the key things that I remember that used to be said a lot, but I've seen very few people follow it, so it didn't register. But back in the days, a lot of people, and even now I hear a few people say, Lord, guide my footsteps. God, guide my footsteps. Guide my footsteps. Like, that is the key. That is the key to a happy, you know what I'm saying, prosperous, like, balanced life. You know what I'm saying? Allowing God to guide your footsteps. Now, when I was checking this out, you know what I'm saying, my partner, I always talk to my partner, you know what I'm saying, Kato, you know what I'm saying, and I talk to my brother a lot, you know what I'm saying, and like, when I talk to those guys, they give me, you know what I'm saying, the Bible. I get to do Bible study with my little bro, you know what I'm saying, and like, I talk a lot with the Bible with them, you know what I'm saying, so I tap in with my Bible, you know what I'm saying, pretty regular. So, in going through this, I came across this scripture, you know what I'm saying, and like I said, it's not a Bible class, but I wanted to share this with y'all because it relates to what I'm talking about. And it's from 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 19 to 20. I told my guy I was going to share this with y'all. But verse 19 says, do you not know that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit within you? Your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit within you, which you have from God. Also, you do not belong to yourselves. And verse 20 says, for you were bought with a price. By all means, glorify God in your body. Man, think about that. Then I got to read that again. Do you not know that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit within you? Your body is the temple, which you have from God. Also, you do not belong to yourselves, for you were bought with a price. You were bought with a price. By all means, glorify God in your body. Once I read that thought right there, once I read that, again, in the new mind state, I realized, like, I've been doing this all wrong. I've been doing this all wrong. Because I've been focused on what I wanted to do. I've been focused, you know what I'm saying? And like, I didn't create myself. You know what I'm saying? I can't, you know what I'm saying, set my own purpose. I couldn't even control most of the stuff I went through as a youth. But I now understand that was preparation. That was getting me ready for my purpose. But I didn't see it then. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see it then. But once I read this statement right there, it all made sense. Because the key thing that statement gave me was, it's not about anybody else. It's about me and God. That's the first relationship. That is the first relationship that I have to master. If I don't master that relationship first, none of my other relationships will matter. None of them will work out because it's not built on a strong foundation if it's not built on God. And that's any relationship. That's friendship. That's anything. Because what I realized was one of my major bad habits is I get so caught up in being me that I put other people before me. I put other people's well-being and safety before mine. And I'm good with that. I always have been good with that. You know what I'm saying? I was taught early, like I've been saying throughout, you know what I'm saying, these little sessions we've been having. I was taught from young to look out for your people, to protect your people, to make sure your people was good. So as I grew, and like when I started off with like my mom, my sisters. So by law, anybody that know me, anybody that been knowing me long enough, know I lay down my life for them ladies. Never been I would have never had an issue. I would have laid down my life for them ladies. But like, that is the epitome of what God said when he said, putting others before me. Putting others before me. That is the epitome of what he said. That is the epitome of what he was meaning by another God before him. You know what I'm saying? In essence, I made my sisters my gods. I made my mom my God. I made the women and my homeboys and everybody, I made them my God because I cared enough about them to the point where I was willing to throw my life away to protect them or to protect their honor, protect their respect and everything. But in basic, simple form, that's worshiping them and putting them before God. And that's never going to work. It's never going to work. And it's like, as I started, you know what I'm saying, getting more serious about my purpose, and I started realizing this, and it's like, you can't look back. You know what I'm saying? Once I read the script, it's like you can't look back. You can't go back. Because you know now, your eyes are open now. So you have to keep going forward. And that's when they get into accountability. But let me say this. Once I read the scripture, I remember a long time ago reading the Serenity Prayer. So I went back and read the Serenity Prayer. You know what I'm saying? The first paragraph of the Serenity Prayer. Let me know, I know y'all know it, but let me, you know what I'm saying, refresh y'all memory. The first paragraph of the Serenity Prayer will change your life. And that paragraph is, God, grant me the serenity. Grant me the serenity. Grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change. The courage to change the things that I can. And the wisdom to know the damn difference. The wisdom to know the difference. The wisdom to know the difference. Like, understand that. I have no control, just to break that down a little bit. I have no control over what my sisters choose to do. Who they choose to get in relationships with. Let me say one even better. My daughters. Because now my, you know what I'm saying, responsibility is protecting my daughters. But I realize as a dad, I got 2 daughters. If one of them go get in some trouble and I kill somebody about her, who gonna protect my other daughter? And it get real. You know what I'm saying? Because I think, and I don't mean to misquote, but I think it was, you know what I'm saying, like a revolutionary, but I think Tupac said it, like anything worth dying for can be better served living for. So, you know what I'm saying? Like that was really, you know what I'm saying, a real eye-opener. Because I realized that for all these years, one of my primary problems is putting other people, you know what I'm saying, well-being, other people's safety and other people's happiness before mine, because I'm good. I always said I'm good. I didn't realize that I wasn't. I was studying, you know what I'm saying, like behind pride, behind loyalty, behind disrespect, like morals and values that I believed in, that I was taught early, you know what I'm saying, like they got extreme, and like got to the point where I was willing to throw my life away or risk it all, like we say, us street dudes, on principle. Like imagine throwing your life away on principle because somebody else didn't stand on something. Imagine throwing your life away because like it's not going to change it. It's not going to make a person stand on nothing, no more or no less, because everybody individually has their own God. Everybody has their own God. Everybody has something they worship more than God. Whether it's women, you know what I'm saying, like I be talking to the young ladies now. Women worship these dudes, you know what I'm saying? They trying to find love or whatever it is they trying to find. But they, you know what I'm saying, looking for it in these men out here. And I hate to say it, but they study getting hurt. They study being abused. Now they getting killed. You know what I'm saying? Like looking for, you know what I'm saying, whatever they looking for in a man. Looking for whatever they looking for, you know what I'm saying, us in money. What we can buy with money. You know what I'm saying? With men, okay, I can make the money and I can buy the cars and I can buy the jewelry and I can attract the women. Like all of those things are your God. All of those things are your God. And we don't even realize it. But that serenity prayer, when I read that serenity prayer and it finally clicked, I screenshot it. Because that moment right there started my accountability. And I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, like I said, y'all see how I blended it in to lead into accountability. But purpose, man, like we don't have no purpose. What's your purpose? What's your purpose? I didn't know my purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, like based on how I was raised and based on my surroundings and based on, you know what I'm saying, trying to be better than that. I had two major goals in life. That was to keep my money up so I never had to get my lights cut off, so I never had to get my water cut off, so I never had to be fighting with my wife or my girlfriend about no money, since I never had to be, you know what I'm saying, have my stuff set out on the side of the street when I was evicted. All the stuff, so I never had to, you know, end up fighting or killing nobody behind no change or no crumbs. You know what I'm saying? Like, for everything I seen, for lack of money or like, I wanted money so I wouldn't have to deal with those problems. Number two, I wanted to make sure everybody that I was associated with was protected and safe from all the bullshit that was going on in the world. Those were the only two, that was my purpose. Those two things were my purpose in life. And like I said, I did it like I'm not going to hurt nobody in doing it. I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? But that was my purpose. So money was my God. You know, the people I cared about, those were my gods. You know what I'm saying? That's how I rocked. You know what I'm saying? I stood on business. Those were my principles. Those were my morals. Those were my values. But it was bullshit. It was all bullshit. And once I realized it was bullshit, like once you realize that, okay, I'm just not, I wouldn't just put her to just live until I die. I wouldn't put her to just work, you know what I'm saying, struggle with bills, you know, to scrap up a little money so I can get drunk, so I can get high. You know what I'm saying? Until I fall asleep so I can wake up and do it all over again. Because that's what I was doing. But I realized that's not my life, man. That's not my life. That's not what I was meant to do. And then once I realized that, like I said, accountability kicked in, because it's like, okay, well, you need to figure it out. You need to figure it out, because you're not getting no younger. We're not getting no younger. We are not getting no younger. So, like I said, let me first, you know what I'm saying, let's get into accountability, since we got that out the way, you know what I'm saying? And I'm giving y'all the story to walk y'all through this process. But accountability means taking responsibility for your actions and your decisions. For real. Taking responsibility for your actions and your decisions. When you really start to focus on purpose, your priorities change. When you even think about purpose, what's my purpose? Because I'm going to tell you something. As soon as I start thinking about purpose, I start thinking about something bigger than me. Like, what are they going to remember me when I'm gone? You know what I'm saying? And like me personally, I say this, you know what I'm saying, from the heart. Like I've said before, I have never been planning to be the best father, but I have never intentionally been absent from my kids' life. Never. Because I knew from the start, as soon as I had them and I gave them that O'Neal last name, I knew that was my legacy. That was a part of my legacy. So I knew in my heart, even before I knew how to do the right thing, or how I knew I wanted the best for my kids, and I knew that I would be willing to do anything in my power to push them to be greater than me, because they represented me. They were going to live on long after I'm gone. So that was, you know what I'm saying, once I started having kids, that was always in my mind. You know what I'm saying? And like, the mothers, they know this, because I was on them about it too. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just what it is. So I've always had the idea of the legacy. I've always had the idea of the purpose. I've always had the idea of, I want to leave a lasting legacy. When I read about all the people in the history books in school, when I started reading about all the inventors and all this, like, then I knew I want to be in the history books. I want to be in the history books. I talked to my kids about Sam Watson, you know what I'm saying, and the Walmart family, you know what I'm saying, the Watson family, like, because like we can do that. We can make that same type of stuff happen. But once I got into my purpose, accountability kicked in. Like, okay, you're not getting any younger. You know that you're here for something bigger than what you're doing. Let's figure it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's take accountability for figuring it out. So I'm not gonna walk y'all through the whole process, but one of the key things that I had to do, based on what I was dealing with, was I had to pull away from everybody. And I talk to people about this all the time, and tell people, like, your attachment to people can be your biggest downfall. Because like the Serenity Prayer, you know what I'm saying, says, I can't change your problems. I can't change, you know, what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really in a situation to help you with your bill situation unless I put myself in a situation. Like, I'm not equipped to help a lot of the people that I was trying to help, because I wasn't in position. I wasn't in position. So one of the first things I had to do is what they call, like, self-evaluate. So me personally, literally, I cut off mentally, I cut off everybody. Some people, you know what I'm saying, that I couldn't cut off physically, you know what I'm saying, because they were just too much on me and took time or took space. I cut them off, period. I stopped taking phone calls, all of that, because I realized how me being, you know, so down for everybody else, or so on point for everybody else, you know what I'm saying, like it was taking me out. I wasn't able to accomplish what I was trying to accomplish. So I cut literally everybody off. I could be in the same room with you, you know what I'm saying, and while you are talking to me about a problem, I'm repeating the Serenity Prayer in my head. I can't do nothing about this. So if I can't do nothing about it, I can't let it affect my emotions. I can't let it affect, you know what I'm saying, the way I act, the way I think, my choice, nothing. With something that I can't change, with a situation that I can't change. And that's where I feel like one of our biggest things is. Because nowadays we'll let a post on Facebook, you know what I'm saying, like throw our energy off. We always talk about energy. We'll let people that we know have negative, gossiping, backstabbing energy in our circle, you know what I'm saying, in our homes to talk to us. But then we'll scream energy. You know what I'm saying? We'll stay with combative mates, combative boyfriends, combative girlfriends, combative wives and husbands. We'll stay with it, you know what I'm saying? Even though we know it's toxic, we'll stay in that energy. You know, and I'm gonna tell you, like, you can pray all you want to. God, I don't think, you know what I'm saying? Jesus made, and I don't mean to disrespect. They said Jesus forgive. God is a vengeful God. I read that all the time. So he's not gonna, you know what I'm saying, forgive you for worshiping, you know what I'm saying, your boyfriend more than him. He's not going to come into that situation to help you. No, because you don't have the proper spirit. You know what I'm saying? You're not in the proper head space. You're not in the proper spiritual space. So honestly, I don't know what I'm saying. Like God protected me through some of the worst times. So I'm not going to say he's not going to protect you. But you have to make up. He gave you free will. He gave us free will. We have to make up that that's not what we want to do. That's not the situation we supposed to be in. That's not how we're supposed to be living life. We have to make that up in our own head. He gave us free choice. Like we always talk about, you know what I'm saying, the Adam and Eve, the serpent, and the fruit, and whatever it was. He gave us free choice. Like I always say, for the men who said Eve tricked him, he gave Adam free choice. He told Adam what the business is in the first place. So Adam should have been smart enough not to let Eve trick him. You know what I'm saying? Because we as men, we always say, you'll never let nobody trick you out of your position. So as a man, you know what I'm saying, Adam let Eve trick him out of his position. So he's accountable for that, not her. You know what I'm saying? We accountable for who we are. We accountable, you know what I'm saying, for what we do. Just like the situation where I ended up in jail. At the end of the day, I had to take accountability because I saw the situation happening and I didn't leave the situation. I can never say nobody forced me to stay. Nobody forced me to do anything I didn't want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I had. That's when you come to realization. That's when you come from accountability. Yes, I could have avoided this shit because I could have left everything alone. I could have left everybody alone. But I put other things, other situations, or other people before my well-being. And that's what a lot of us are doing today. That's why life not going right. That's why life is not going to go right. Because it don't work without him. Like my wife didn't create me. My kids didn't create me. My mom, you know what I'm saying, she had a part in creating me, but I was blessed with the Spirit of God. I was blessed with, that's my first father. That's the first person I should go to, you know what I'm saying, to ask, what am I supposed to be doing? How am I supposed to be living life? What's my purpose? So, like I said, bam, once I did that, I got everybody away. I cleared my head, cleared, and started talking. You know what I'm saying? Like they said, to yourself. I didn't start talking to myself, but I started talking to that spirit within. And I started faithfully talking and asking them, like, what am I supposed to be doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I here for? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the meaning of my life? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I went through this. I know, you know what I'm saying? You didn't send me, you know what I'm saying, down this path for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I made a lot of choices along the way, but you guided me away from situations where I could have threw my life away. I say that all the time, and I will go through those stories eventually. But yeah, he's like, when I head on, you know what I'm saying, running to crash out, he's like, nah, you're not about to do that. You know, go this way. So I know he been having my hand on my life the whole time. You know what I'm saying? But once I, you know what I'm saying, got that focus, like I said, I had to get to know me. I had to get to know the spirit within me. I had to really start tuning in with that spirit and listening to that spirit. And just, you know what I'm saying? So whether you call it meditating or, you know what I'm saying, whatever it was, I had to question my existence. Who am I? You know what I'm saying? Who was I meant to be? Why am I here? You know what I'm saying? Mentally questioning everything and listening. listening for the answers, because we know, you know what I'm saying, that little voice talk to us. We know that it's people, but we just didn't really know what it was. But I'm like I said, I'm seeing, okay, so I'm tapping in. I'm tapping in, and it's like, okay, boom, like you tell them, okay, well, you did it all wrong. You did it all wrong. Everybody tell you what you're supposed to do in life. Everybody tell you you're supposed to, you know what I'm saying, go to school, you're supposed to get good grades, you're supposed to, you know what I'm saying, do this, you're supposed, everything, you know what I'm saying, is laid out, even when it go wrong. Even when it went wrong. When it went wrong, you know what I'm saying, and my family started having money problems and all of that going on in the house, it was somebody outside to say, hey man, you need to get some money, this is what you need to do. But we just go with the flow, because we have to, like me, I went with the flow. I need money, man. Like, I need money. So my partners will tell you, we got money. We got money, we got out, we did that, we tried to, like, never hurt nobody, never taken no, rob nobody, nothing, you know what I'm saying, for bad karma. But we have to better our situation. But we never stop to ask God, what we supposed to be doing, man? What we supposed to be doing in this situation? When the water off, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know what to do in that situation. Nobody told me, you know what I'm saying, to pray and believe in God. And you just keep working hard, and you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, work your way out of it. Nobody told me that. Nobody, you know what I'm saying, laced me up with, okay, you know, like, nobody. God, talk to God, you know what I'm saying? If you talk to God, you talk to that spirit, that voice within you, he'll show you a way. You just talk to him and answer him. You keep doing your part, you know what I'm saying, and staying focused and staying driven, and you keep doing your part. And nobody never told me that. So here I am, as an adult, with kids, you know, with people, you know what I'm saying, that I'm trying to influence their life, and I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, give them something, but I don't have the most important thing. I didn't have the most important thing, and that was the man upstairs. So, like I said, it's a process, you know what I'm saying, like it's a process. I'm going over the process just for future reference. Like I said, for those that know me, I'm a certified life coach, you know what I'm saying, you can check out my website. I am TobyO'Neal.com, and I'm a life coach and small business consultant. But I'm actually working on courses, you know what I'm saying, online self-help courses that y'all will be able to take that will walk you through the steps of identifying your purpose, you know, taking accountability, planning your goals, you know what I'm saying, and really getting your life in order, figuring out why you're here. What was your purpose? Figuring that out and then living in your purpose. No, figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be here to walk you through it, to help you. If your, you know what I'm saying, goal is to get your life in order, I'm cool. I'm here to help you. If your goal is to get your business in order and take your business to the next level, I'm cool. I'm here to help you. But I developed these courses from experience, from personal experience, from stuff I went through, from stuff I watched other people go through. I developed these courses for my people who have been through the same things that I've been through, because I know the thought process. I know, you know what I'm saying, you know, the way we question stuff, or the way, you know what I'm saying, we always looking, you know, like, I know us, so I created that for us, but I created it based off figuring out how to help myself, figuring out how to change my life, figuring out, number one, how to change my mindset. And it's like, that's what it took me to. So I went back to the source. I went straight spiritual. I'm like, I don't want to talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in my head space, getting right with me, getting right with the spirit within me, getting myself right. And it's like, I can't explain how it is. Let me take my time. Okay, I'm good. I can't explain how it is to just tap into your purpose. I can't explain. But like I said, getting to know me. And just like I said, one of the key things I want y'all, you know what I'm saying, to focus on with accountability. The key things that we have to focus on is the same things that help me come out of the darkness and walk into the light. But you have to be, number one, aware of your time. because we never know how much time we got left. That's the one thing we can't predict. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, once I got in tune with my purpose and I got in tune with God, I don't worry about it because, like I said, all I do is try to manage and fit, you know what I'm saying, what he put on my plate. But I'm going to tell you this. The thing about purpose is this. I know people have heard it, and people, you know what I'm saying, you probably heard people say, once you find your purpose, or once you are doing what you were meant to do or what you enjoy doing, you'll never work a day in your life. You'll never work a day in your life. Like, since I realized my purpose, and God has shown me my purpose, and I've taken accountability of the fact that it's on me. I can't depend on nobody else because everybody has their own life. Everybody has their own purpose. I can't depend on nobody to walk, you know what I'm saying, in my purpose with me. But I can find people who are like-minded. I can find people who have the same goals. I can find people who have the same values. I can find people who have the same similar missions. That's what fellowshipping is all about. You know what I'm saying? We got it wrong. We get in church, you know what I'm saying, and we think it's about, you know what I'm saying, them giving you a good word, you know what I'm saying, and hyping you up and getting you crunk for the week. Yeah, that's true, but you know what I'm saying, that should go on all the time. We should be fellowshipping with each other all the time on business, on life, on, you know what I'm saying, personal issues, but we are not, you know what I'm saying, we have to find like-minded people. Because now that I'm like-minded, I can't go talk to certain people in my headspace because very few people understand me. People look at me like, people close to me now look at me like I'm crazy when I talk, you know what I'm saying, and say certain stuff when I talk about certain issues. But I'm cool with that because I know, you know what I'm saying, we're in two different headspaces. I'm cool with that. But like I said, I do this show and I keep talking to people because I'm gradually meeting people, like-minded people, coming close. And it's not people that, you know what I'm saying, is already on the surface. People that like, I see what you're saying, I see what you're doing. Like, show me how, you know what I'm saying, to get there. Show me how to get myself together. Show me how. You know, and like I said, I'm always with that. But like I said, once you get in the right headspace, once you get being accountable for your life, you have to be accountable for these things, these key things. Number one, you have to be accountable for your time. And time is so valuable, especially now with social media. And think about it like this. Whatever you spend the most time doing during your day, that is the most valuable thing to you. You know what I'm saying? And most of us, that's work. And when I say, you know what I'm saying, work is your God. No. You know what I'm saying? But what is your purpose for working? What is your purpose for working? Now, if your purpose for working is just so you can have a nice, you know what I'm saying, home, and you can have a nice car, and you can have, you know what I'm saying, this material shit, material things, then that's your God. But if you know what I'm saying, are living in your purpose, you're living in, okay, I have a plan, I have, you know what I'm saying, something I need to do. I want to help myself and put myself in a position where I can help others, you know what I'm saying, and I cannot just think about me, but think about making this world a better place. Because that's what God said, fellowship. He didn't tell you to stay at home, you know what I'm saying, and chill, you know what I'm saying, like, even with preachers. You're supposed to go out into where the people need the help. You know what I'm saying? Even, you know, the people in the church, once you get in the church, you know what I'm saying, you have to, you know, do outreach. You know what I'm saying? You have to reach out, you know what I'm saying, and try to bring other people and get other people, you know what I'm saying, to the right mind space, in the right head space, and get them on the right path. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. So, like I said, how you spend your time, what you do the most during the day, that's like the most valuable thing for you by default because you spend most of your time doing it. And you don't know when your time is going to be cut short. So time is important. The next thing is how you care for yourself. Because once you know what I'm saying, find your purpose, once you find your path, yes, like the troubles seem to go away. But you're still gonna worry. You're still gonna have obstacles. But once you get in the right headspace, once you get in the right spirit, you realize all of those obstacles, all of those, you know what I'm saying, things that you face along the road, those make you stronger. Those are learning opportunities. Those are opportunities to give you insight so you don't make mistakes later and build you up. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be in the right spirit to be able to accept that and deal with it. Take that as a lesson. When we're not in the right headspace, when obstacles come, you know what I'm saying, we get frustrated, we get, you know what I'm saying, stressed, we get all the stuff, you know what I'm saying, that's negative. Because, you know what I'm saying, we're not in the spirit. It's simply that. When you're in the spirit, you know what I'm saying, like I said, it doesn't matter because you know I can figure this out. I'm equipped with the tools. I'm equipped with the body to be able to physically do just about anything I need to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm equipped with the mind to figure out anything I need to figure out. And I'm connected with the Holy Spirit. That's the answer to everything. That is the answer to everything. You just have to tap into it. So it becomes that much more easy. It becomes that much more enjoyable. Life get way more enjoyable because you're not worried about the bull. You're not in tune with the bull. You hear it, you see it, but just like I said, it keeps you, I'm not going to say above it like I'm above nobody, but it might keep me below it. It might keep me below the bull or around the bull or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm able to not allow it to mess with my feelings. Like the energy doesn't, you know what I'm saying, like stick to me like it stick to most people. When I walk away from that conversation, I can leave that energy there because I'm enveloped, you know what I'm saying, in the proper energy. It's going to shield me from that. I just have to stay true to my energy and my inner self. But, like I said, how you care for yourself, how you take care of yourself. Because you can't accomplish it, you know what I'm saying, without maintaining that body or that temple that he put that spirit in. You have to maintain that. You have to maintain your mental sanity and stay in the spirit, you know what I'm saying, and not allow yourself to get drawn out by what's going on TV, what's going on social media, or what might be going on in the same house with you. Because if you have no control over it, if you can't stop it, it shouldn't affect you. And next, after the way you carry yourself, the way you think. The way you think. The way you think. Because think about it. It all coincides. It all coincides. The way you spend, you know what I'm saying? The way you spend your time. It determines, you know what I'm saying? You care for yourself. How you care for yourself. The way you think. And then the way you think has major influence over your choices and decisions. Your choices and decisions have major control over how you act. So it's like a chain effect. It's like, you know what I'm saying, a chain effect. Once you get in the right headspace, realize your purpose, and start taking accountability for what's real and living in your purpose, you're going to, know what I'm saying, your time is going to become that much more valuable. And that's where people at in their life, and where people are trying to get in their life, that is going to determine how the impact those people have when they come to you. And that's going to determine the impact you have on those people, because regardless of what, just like these live streams, I can do these live streams forever, but I can't make people watch. I can't make people, you know, get the information or accept the information and make changes. But that's not going to stop me from doing it, because that's a part of my purpose. I'm living in my purpose. So nobody has to watch it. Nobody has, you know what I'm saying, to deal with it. It's just like when you change your life and God tells you you have to apologize and make amends with people. Or, you know what I'm saying, they say you have to apologize and make amends with people from your past. Like, he's not saying that, you know what I'm saying, you have to, it's your responsibility to convince them to forgive you. He's not telling you that. He's saying you have to wholeheartedly, from your heart, so you can be able to let stuff go. So you can be able to put stuff in the past. You have to be able to, it's not, you know what I'm saying, you can't control them. You can't control, you know, what they think or how they, you know what I'm saying, act or they talk. You can't control that. But you can control you, and you can choose not to indulge. And that's what it's all about. That's the first level of, you know what I'm saying, purpose. And just like I said, everybody, you know what I'm saying, can't say they know their purpose. Everybody can't say, you know what I'm saying, they feel it, but like, if you are not thinking openly about why am I here? Why did God, you know what I'm saying, put me here? Why did I go through the stuff that I went through in my life? Why, you know what I'm saying, like, was this just meant to be my life? I don't think so. I know not. I know it's not meant to be our life. Everybody is here for a purpose. Everybody that's watching this live now, everybody that will watch this live in the future, you have a purpose in life. You have a purpose in life. And I believe once you find that purpose, I'm starting to figure it out. Once you find that purpose, you find heaven. I don't know what's going to happen in the afterlife, but since I've been walking in this path, I've had hiccups, I've had obstacles and everything, but I know it's bigger than me. It is bigger than me. And like, with God as my partner, like, I'm happy to be along for the ride. I want to see how it's going to turn out. I done partnered with some of everybody on some of everything, but now I'm really partnering with God. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm loving, you know what I'm saying, how my life going. I'm enjoying this opportunity to get out and share this with y'all, you know what I'm saying, and hopefully inspire and influence, you know what I'm saying, and like, y'all let me know what y'all going through. Let me know what's going on, because that inspire and influence me. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm here to help. But I can't do it for you. If you want to do the work, if you're ready to change your life, if you're ready to, you know, figure out your purpose, what you're here for, change your mindset, and get to a point where you're ready to live in your purpose. Like, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here to help. Let me try to check out some of these comments. Let me try to check out some of these comments, if it's any. That'll work. Miss Alicia, thank you for tuning in. That will work. But like, we winding down. But like I said, for those that's watching now and for those that will watch this video in the future, focus on your purpose, man. Figuring out your purpose. Focus on accountability, man. Taking accountability for how you spend your time, how you take care of yourself, your thoughts, your choices and decisions, and your actions, man. Take accountability. That's the only way, you know what I'm saying, that we're going to get our personal lives in order. That's the only way we're going to get our neighborhoods in order. That's the only way we're going to get our communities in order, man. Each one of us has to take accountability. Each one of us has to seek purpose. What are you here for, man? What are you here for? Look, like I said, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video. For those that watch it later, you know what I'm saying, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment, like, share, support, follow the page. Hit me up, you know what I'm saying, if it's anything in particular that you want me to touch on or you would want me to speak on. And until then, until next time, y'all take care, man, and have a productive, prosperous week. Peace.